whether all Americans are to be afforded equal rights and equal opportunities.
I know you're asking today, how long will it take? Somebody's asking, how long will prejudice blind the visions of men? I come to say to you this afternoon, however difficult the moment, however frustrating the hour, it will not be long.
I'll tell you what freedom is to me. No fear. I mean, really, no fear.
But don't scare Negroes today with no badge or no white skin or no white sheet or no white anything else. The police the same way. They put their club upside your head and then turn around and accuse you of attacking them.
The most disrespected person in America is the black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the black woman. The most neglected person in America is the black woman.
This is Seven the Slayer.
This is Jay Black.
We present to you Keith Latex, where every voice is heard.
Holla.
What it do, what it do?
What's going on, people?
Fire on the stage, sword in my hand,
Yeah,
off with King Office head.
this nigga crazy.
How y'all doing tonight?
It's Saturday night, y'all. 9:30. What's going on?
Fucking with Seven the Slayer.
Jay Black.
Did you miss me?
Yeah, they missed us. They listening. They tuning in and they following us.
Alright now. You're welcome. Welcome you to see the world of my eyes. And you welcome to tell me about how you see it in yours.
Yeah.
All visions are welcome. It's called the walk of life.
Yeah.
And the walk of life, we'll start the show off. We'll talk about this punk ass nigga that I gave props to last week. And when I say the word nigga, it has no form of color with it. It means an ignorant bastard.
Nigga doesn't even have a race.
And you wonder who I'm talking about. Mr. Tom Brady.
Man, I was a fan. A New England fan for many years. Before he even became the quarterback for New England.
And I was giving this man his props because
Sure enough.
he built his way from the ground up, and he wasn't the first draft and everything else. But fuck you, man. And the reason why I say fuck
This
you,
is Jay Black.
we present to you Keep These Nuts.
The
Yeah,
most disrespected person in America.
have a little technical difficulties. It's all good. We roll with it. Everything's a perfect mistake.
Right.
So back to this punk ass bitch, Tom Brady.
Nigga.
So he decides to say that everyone knows, and I quote, everyone here knows how I feel about this country. We are the luckiest people on earth to live here, and we should be showing the gratitude for it every single day. So this brings me to the kneeling for our flag and our anthem. You can probably guess, I'm not for it. It's an insult to our soldiers and the veterans, and to our president, and to every single citizen who does what they can to do every single day to make this country great as it is. It's a disgrace, and as far as I'm concerned, it's an act of treason, and I won't stand for it. You're kneeling. Let me be perfectly clear. If anyone on this team kneels, I walk. I will be off the field and out the door in an instant. Don't test me. And remember, I won 6 Super Bowls. I am the best. You guys are nothing. Nothinng. I am this team. Now, people, this was quoted by Tom Brady.
Let's talk about it.
It was recorded by the owner. Now, this is a post-Trump team, not like the Patriots. So this is a post-Trump team, and the owner is so happy and proud by what Tom Brady says that he records it, and it gets posted. So tell me how you feel, people. I'm not really with it. So you basically discredit the reason. I ain't even gonna go into the whole kneeling part.
Right.
I'm gonna talk about how you just gonna tell the team you're nothing without him.
Well, you gotta remember, without wide receivers, offensive line, defensive line, secondary, cornerbacks, and safeties, they black.
Right. So, the reason why they're kneeling is because of the injustice. Now, if you can sit here and tell me that you do anything for the black community, or if you understood anything about the kneeling, the whole purpose of the kneeling is to get your attention to what's going on in the injustice that are going around in our country.
Right.
Breonna Taylor.
Say her name.
Like, understand this, Mr. Brady.
She was asleep in
Right.
her house.
You don't have to worry about these things in your white life.
Right.
So, you know, I don't understand you, man. You were cool in my book, but you blew it. You fucked up. And no apology that you come up with. You're worse than Andrew Brees now. Y'all on the bandwagon. Y'all need to go whack each other the fuck off. Go in a little room and cry like little bitches. If I see you on the field, I'm knocking your lights out.
Right.
You ain't getting no Super Bowl ring. We putting hits out on you, boy. I don't fuck with you at all. Wash
Man.
my hands with you.
As we talking about the ignorant shit,
I won't even piss on you.
have you seen the video with the son and his mother pull up and he's trying to pick up his wife, and the mother already pulled up with the shit, you know? So the question is, who's right in the situation? The wife complained the fact that every time the mother come around, he acts like a mother's boy and don't defend her. Now, the issue was that the mother was sitting in the front seat of the car that actually belonged to the wife. The husband's driving. She asked the mother to get in the back, and she said no. So who's wrong in the situation, the wife or the mother-in-law?
All parties are wrong.
Why you say that?
Well, all parties are wrong. All parties wouldn't have been wrong, but then if you watch it to the end, that's why I said all parties are wrong. So, in the beginning, the mother and the son were wrong from the gate when they pulled up.
He should have dropped her off if he know they got problems.
Not only that, that's her car. That's the fact that I didn't know.
Exactly.
So that's her car.
Exactly.
So you don't have your car.
Right. You got her car.
If you had your car with your mama in the front seat,
That's something different.
that's something different. But at the end of the day,
That's still your wife.
it's your wife. So what you gotta understand, as making this woman your wife, at the end of the day, you left home. You started something else and started building foundation with another person.
Right.
So that's your queen, and your mother has to respect that. And if your mother doesn't respect it, like you said earlier, you should have dropped her off. She shouldn't have been in the fact where you had to go get your wife.
Right.
So that's when it became wrong. Now the wife became wrong when she went to fuck off. I mean, she had every right to, but there's a certain way in class and how you go about it.
Right.
Because someone, like you said, it got recorded. So now it's showing how you would react in a situation like that, and that could go later on bad for you in a job interview or someone see you out in the street. You don't never know where life's going to take you and what positions you're going to be in. So to be recorded like that, you're now digitally imprinted.
Exactly. So the question is, I wonder, do a lot of people actually go through the issue with their mother-in-laws and daughter-in-laws?
Oh, hell yeah. All the time.
Situations like
They make
that.
TV sitcoms out of this shit, man. Come on. Mother-in-laws from hell. In-laws from hell.
Yeah.
Like, it's always either the wife and the mother don't get along, the wife and the husband's mom don't get along, or
Right.
the husband and the wife's mom don't get along. And then sometimes, really seldom, it's, I won't even say you hit the jackpot. It's more of you did your research. You did it right. Yeah, that's the backwoods iron crumble. I got that black Russian in your mouth.
Yeah, we smoking on Bruce Banner and what you got?
You got some Bruce Brand?
Yeah, I got a pen though.
Okay, I thought you had the Bruce Brand Grizzy. Nah, I'm smoking on some insane.
Yeah.
Insane to the membrane.
To all the new listeners, you can follow us on iTunes, Spotify, Google. What's that? Google Podcast, Google Play. Check us out. Go back to all the first season. Listen to us.
It's hard over here for Apple users to talk about anything Android.
But when you go check us out, like, follow, share, do all the great things to make us great.
We love y'all Androids over there, y'all Google lovers. We love y'all. We fuck with y'all. Because without Google, we couldn't be at Apple.
Is it creepy if a secret admirer looks you up and sends you a letter or a note to ask you out on a date or something? Is it creepy or is it sweet?
Creepy. So, I mean, it's all about how you do it in an approach. So that leads to the fact of the approach. Would you like to explain the approach of the situation?
Well, the situation was there was a post on Facebook that this guy that works for the post office used his resources and sent a letter on a box. And
No, it was the the little postal envelope notes.
oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, the sticker joint.
Okay, on the post
To and from.
Okay.
To and from sticker.
Right. Well, the issue was that the man was actually expressing how he likes her and everything else, and he sent it through a mail courier, and she seen it in her. When she got it, and she looked at it. Her post explained the fact of how creepy it was
And how she got it.
And how she got
it. She showed the letter and posted it. So with all that being said, a lot of comments were, she should have just went with it. That would have been a story to tell her kids later on how they met. That could have been her happily ever after. I mean, even though it was a lot of women saying this, it was shocking that this woman reported it this way and this what went down. I think the dude took a risk that I wouldn't have took personally because
he risked his job. In that
right, I
situation.
don't play with my money. So he kind of played with his money in this sense. Not to say that not to say that I haven't shit where I ate before, but we've all done that in some sense. But he played with his money in a sense where you violated some codes, dog. Finding out where she lived and using a postal form to write you a love letter. I mean, and it wasn't a creepy way. He told her, I'm not trying to be creepy. I just thought you were cute. I would like to get to know you. I'm not trying to come off as a creep. If you would like to get to know me as well, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But she posted that shit, dog. So I wonder if he did get fired. I mean, at the end of the day, somebody's gonna see that postal shit and look it all up and investigate it. So that's where I draw the line on my book.
I mean, but it makes a guy don't want to be nice, especially if they got an issue.
But you gotta go about it the right way. You gotta be smart. Use your brain, not your dick.
Yeah.
Man, I would have waited till she came back in. Or, hey, yo, cover the register real quick. Gotta go outside. Boom, boom, boom. Even he said the bosses was there, so he even explained that in the letter that the bosses was there, and that he didn't want to, say anything to her right there in front of the bosses. So I get that too. But yeah, man, you gotta do what you do, or just take that law. Because at the end of the day, you about to take another L.
Yeah. Shout out to all the mothers out there that's standing out there with their children, protesting out there safely, calmly, and respectfully. But at the same time, Portland mom shot in the head by federal agents during protests.
I don't understand that. How you shoot a woman in the head? Like, what was she doing? Did she come at you? Like, that's unexplainable. You shot her in the head, not the arm, not the leg, not a defense like the disarm, but in the head. That was some bow, bitch. Get the fuck down.
Well, normally that shows that the officer escaped. So normally when a person gets shot, it's not like an officer.
No, but look what is you getting shoot at where you got shot in the head, dog. That's marksmanship.
Yeah, they always said back in the day, a scared motherfucker will kill you first before a real motherfucker will. You know, so.
Horse named nobody.
Exactly. You know. But keep doing the work, y'all. Y'all showing, y'all are.
I got nothing respect for y'all.
Yeah, because y'all showing something that has never been done before. Y'all are marching, but y'all getting shit done.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
So that leads me to my next thing.
Yeah, this question was actually on like social media. Questions being asked by a certain person.
Why good men get hurt by pretty females? I'm not gonna call y'all bitches.
Well, that's
because y'all unstable creatures. Y'all just don't know what y'all doing, y'all. I'm not gonna call y'all bitches. I'm gonna call y'all unstable creatures. I think sometimes, you know what? I watched that video of Moneybags giving the Porsche truck to the chick Aaron.
Okay. And
so I'm listening to the dude in the background recording it. He like, you know, yeah, bitch, you got that Porsche pussy now. Yeah, she popped that pussy. You got that Porsche pussy now, bitch. Yeah. So, with that being said, these type of females, it goes back to doing your research and what you want. These type of females, you got to think, this is what they want, and so if that's what you want, you got to supply that to get the love you want.
There's no future in building with anybody that's all about material things or money. I mean, if you gotta pay for pussy or pay for time, there's no future.
You pay for pussy no matter what. But I'd rather pay for pussy indirectly than to pay for pussy directly.
I mean, it's the same thing for a man then. A female's paying for dick. In some kind of form of manner. But that's a stupid statement though. Because how can you put a price value?
I ain't saying you put a price value, but they are.
I mean, when you consider it as a bill.
Oh, I ain't considering pussy no bill.
But no, that's what they do. Because when you gotta get your hair done, you gotta get your nails done, you gotta get an outfit, you get a sugar daddy to buy you a car. Yeah, you didn't put a price tag on the pussy. That's why that bitch going the fuck out. Because you keep changing the prices. That means that you got too many dead bodies on you. I'm just saying.
Hey man, the spirits be low on the bitch. Shout out to Scarface, man. I gotta go back and listen to that song. It's a song with Scarface and Trey Songz. Uh-huh. And he says he about to marry the chick, and you don't marry her at the altar. He says, baby, you're fine, but you're like an F-150 with too many fucking miles. I just bust all laughing. That shit be so funny. And they just leave Shorty at the altar because she got too much going on. Too much going on.
Man, you talking about the stupidity shit, man. Goddamn Donald Trump Jr. Twitter account suspended for spreading coronavirus misinformation. Same motherfucking families talking about fake news shit. How y'all gonna give out his bullshit information?
You see this nigga on the fucking HBO commercial, yo. He's like, and the guy's like, no. He's like, no, you. Like, I was like, yo, what the fuck, yeah. This shit is a joke. It's a cartoon race.
I mean, from my understanding, the whole goddamn Trump family is a goddamn joke to me.
Joe Biden on Twitter talking about you won't have to worry about my tweets when I'm president. Nigga, ain't nobody worried about you being president.
Anytime a person has to say something about worrying about tweets or posting shit on social media and you're a goddamn president, you don't need that job.
You don't.
Real shit. More and more ignorant shit.
Racism against black nurses. Hold up. Racism against black nurses is a historic problem that still exists.
I never knew that it was like that in the hospital.
Oh yeah.
For nurses, I've never heard any stories about this shit. My grandmother's been a nurse for what? Had to been like over 30-something years.
So I've dated a couple.
Now.
I've dated a couple nurses in my lifetime. Yeah. But back to reality. They have a hard job though. It's very hard. They get mistreated, thrown under the table by colleagues and peers, patients, upper staff. Man, it's bad.
I wonder if they speak up about how the minority get treated in the hospital versus others.
But see, in the rural, it's a lot of passive aggressive and biasness, and that's where they play on those that barrier line. They dance on that line, that gray area of the biasness, so that it doesn't get. When you call it racism, it's not racism. It gets thrown as a bias.
Right.
But because you throw racism as a radical slur, they now look at you differently and not the person that actually caused the shit towards you. Right. And then that's the fucked up situation. Now you're the problem because you said they're racist.
Right.
They're being racist to you. It's crazy, man. So there was U.S.-based Nigerian doctor speaks on a cure for COVID-19. She's claiming that she's treated over 300 COVID-19 patients. But Barbara McGee responded to the Nigerian's doctor fake true to her claims. So this same chick,
she got exposed.
She got exposed later on. My man on CNN went in. He tore her up. I was like, get them grits, boy.
Yeah.
Put some sugar and pepper on them. Yeah, but nah, man. This chick believes that you can get pregnant by demons and astral projection. So basically, you can fantasize about your favorite celebrity or person so much that a demon will come and impregnate you astrally, and you will have a baby.
Exactly.
This is what she preaches.
So how can a doctor sit back and say that she cured over 300 people in the same breath and say that you can get pregnant if you think about your celebrity?
That's why the other doctor was like, you fucking coon. She ain't really say you fucking coon, but she politically correct. Went in on this lady and exposed her too. But it was sad that it wasn't. It was sad that media and people didn't believe that she wasn't telling the truth until the fact that CNN showed you the video of her doing the other crazy shit.
Right. That shit crazy. But announcing news. Hey, check out this company, Majestic Behavior. Majestic Behavior Clothing and Majestic Behavior's Custom Design. You can check them out on Instagram at Majestic Behavior 9, or you can check anything that you like to see on there, or you can contact them through majesticbehavior9@gmail.com, or if you have any bulk orders, any design, any color, hit them up at 814-802-1229. Again, Majestic Behavior Clothing and Custom Designs at 814-802-1229. Yeah, man. Support all the black owned. OG tells 42-year-old woman it's over for her, hoping she still has time to find a man.
No. I'm not trying to be rude, man.
No. What
That
you
shit
mean?
was funny.
Yeah. That shit was funny as shit. But no, yo, how can he tell somebody that, you know?
I mean, the way he went about it, his delivery
Was fucked up.
she'll never understand. So all she's done is being caught up on his delivery, and she didn't get the message. Everything he said was true.
What?
Everything he said to the woman was true, but his delivery
What?
fucked it up.
She's 42 years old and she can't find a man?
He's saying she's 42 years old. It's going to be hard. The chances are very slim to not. And he see, you got caught up on his delivery. He said some facts. He said, "Oh, you got children? I don't even want to hear about that."
No, it's a style.
Because at the end of the day, you got children. Nobody's going to love your child like you love your child. And so that becomes a situation at some time and a point. So he's not saying that you may not find somebody that's going to come around, break your back in a couple times, form a relationship, get emotional ties, and then say, hey, let's take this to the next step and the next level, and then that person backs out and you're wondering why. He told you no up front.
Yeah, but
You saying but
love or finding somebody doesn't have an age on it.
no, it doesn't. But he was telling her everything that she has against her.
Well, that's the thing. Yes, she has something against her, but at the same time, if she's able to change the expectations, she can get what she wants.
Because he said, unless you're really beautiful, and if you were really beautiful, you wouldn't be calling here.
See, and that was the fucked up shit.
I mean, take it how you want.
Nah, it's fucked up. Because you can't tell nobody, like, oh, it's over for you. Oh, you got kids. I don't want to hear about it. You feel what I'm saying? That lets me know, that lets me know as a person that the ignorance that he has. Because if a person has a kid, that shouldn't shelter you from not wanting to talk to somebody. But if they're a fucked up parent and they don't take care of their kids, that should make you not want to fuck with them.
See, he not trying to fuck with her. She was just asking him, and he was just basically like this.
Yeah,
same way, the same way women be like, sorry, heard it all before. He was like, baby, nah, I ain't trying to hear it. Keep it moving to the next. And he told her from the get-go that he was trying to be polite and not rude. And she pushed and she pushed. It wasn't either one of their faults.
Yeah, so
She really just should have never called him into that. She set herself up. That's one of those ones where you go like that she walked into the screen.
So is there an age to find an partner?
No, that's not an age to find a partner. But be realistic about what you're looking for. I mean, honestly. Say I ain't lying. Because if you're 42 out here with 2 kids and you looking to grab you a Boris Kudrow or Meek Mills or whatever you looking to grab,
The expectation is too high. Just because
whoa, look at what you said.
But that's my whole point.
Right.
You can't have an expectation that high because it's not real.
And that's where he was getting at.
Right. Well, he didn't explain that. What he did was
Baby was calling into that line. Once you call on my line, you was looking for the magical hookup or the various. You was looking for the juice.
No, she wasn't looking for shit. She was actually
She was looking for the juice. Yeah, she was looking for the science, the mathematics,
So what's the
juice.
difference from somebody asking a question? Like, because she was just asking a question, he took it as if she was making a statement or she was saying something.
Alright, so check this out. When you come into a meeting, or you're doing a business deal of some sort, right? Mm-hmm. It's all about tone, voice, and projection. Even if you can't see the person, even if it's on a conference call, I can tell if you're confident in your voice.
I get that.
Behind the twinkle in your eye, I can see the bitch in you. So, with that being said, I can feel the pressure levels and see how you carry yourself just by the tone and the conversation and how you approached it on the call.
See, that's the difference.
And he identified.
Right.
A lot of people didn't. They just identified him being ignorant.
But that's the thing. It wasn't a conference call. He was giving out advice. She needed some answers.
And he ain't have it for her.
And that was the fucked up part. Because he didn't have the answers. What he did was he cut her off.
I'm not attacking him. Not attacking him.
I'm not attacking him neither. I'm attacking the situation.
I just think I heard her.
I didn't hear shit. I heard her. I heard the beginning words of her sentence. That was it.
I heard her approach, her tone, and it was crying out for help, and that wasn't the show for crying out for help.
But how could
you know your audience?
But that's the thing.
He didn't tell her to go kill herself or nothing.
No, but that was the thing. How can you hear a person if you only heard the beginning of the sentence? You didn't hear the middle and you didn't hear the end. So you really don't know what she was actually going to say.
Alright, so when he said all of that and everything, and at the end, she didn't say anything.
You know why?
Because it was all true.
No, you know why? Because he said he didn't want to hear it.
Yes.
That's why. It wasn't the fact that it was all true.
Okay.
It was the fact that Yo said, when she asked the question, she said, I don't want to hear it.
It was all true.
It was true. It was true. You never know you never know who steals from you until you put a camera in the room.
Man,
So it was
you take like my people told me. You don't leave your money out. You don't leave your wallet around. They will go through it.
So the issue was there was a video surfacing around that a dude put a camera in his room, and I guess the little chick that he calls number one or a chick that he's sleeping with, you feel what I'm saying? Boom, he sleep. She ran his partner's wife to sleep. Question is, how much did she take? But what he said was he wondered why money kept coming up missing, and he found out it was her. How fucked up is that?
Man, it was like 3 racks.
But the question is, how many men actually go through this situation?
And I count my money, so I don't have to count your head off.
No, I went through that shit a long time ago. You know, and it's fucked up because when you do something for somebody and they gotta steal from you, don't ask why you got cut off.
I learned, you know what I learned from that?
What?
Don't fuck with broke bitches.
That's all they are. Well, he learned his lesson on that shit. You know, I feel like that's why certain men have issues with money and trusting another person with it. You know, because you make it bad for the ones that's trying to do good. You know, because if it happened to a point where it's like, I mean, $20, $40, that's something. That's like little shit. But when you stealing hundreds and thousands, that's a scar. You know what I mean? So think about that.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? That's like if you're a hoe, stop trying to fuck with somebody that's trying to do the right shit in life. Leave them motherfuckers alone.
I think this is why men and women have problems in relationships. Not just men.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of true.
Like Moneybag Yo was talking about fuck the bitch so good she let me run her EBT card up. Like, hold up, dog. You get money.
And you worry about an EBT card.
Running up a bitch EBT card. Like, these are your lyrics, and this is what niggas is bumping to and liking and saying, yeah, riding cool, yeah. Like, fuck out of here, man.
You know what I mean?
Get some money. Like, respect it. I respect that you get your money, but I ain't about to sit here and run a bitch EBT card up. No, I'm about to rap about that shit. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, I mean, men and women take advantage of each other. I mean, it's a mess.
Yeah,
It's a fucking mess. You know, when you see it on TV and you hear it on the radio or you hear it on your music, there's a problem. They make it seem like it's normal and it's not.
Yeah, because they be like, yo, I just hit a finesse move, yo. Yeah.
Yo, she used up all the EBT cards. Like, nigga, you ain't no better than her.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
16-year-old works 3 weeks, but she only receives $48.
Nigga.
So a mother came to take charge of the situation. McDonald's. Ain't
First
gonna
and
lie.
foremost, for this situation, I feel like we all need to boycott McDonald's.
Yeah.
Because corporate office in whatever state that was, they knew about it. But at the same time, how can you let someone work for 3 weeks and only get $48? First and foremost, you took advantage that she was 16 and you thought she didn't have nobody that supported her and had her back, and you thought she was stupid.
And first of all, where the time card at? And where the labor laws at?
Oh, that was the thing. She never got a ID number.
Oh, they pimped her.
They pimped the shit out of her. So because the mother asked her,
Because if I wouldn't at work.
yeah, because she said, "Where's the timesheet?" You feel what I'm saying? And on top of that, they had the young lady taking out trash. Like, the little girl is not going to sit back and lie to have her mother come up there to, She didn't act the scene or anything like that, but she defended her fucking child.
Man,
I'd have did the same damn thing.
shout out to Panera Bread.
Why?
They treat their employees good, man.
What? Panera?
Panera Bread, yeah. And at the end of the day, with all the bread and all that, they take that to the shelter and the homeless. They don't throw it away. They
Yeah,
donate
my
it to
dad.
the homeless.
Yeah, I remember my dad.
Because it's fresh every night. That
Oh,
bread
yeah.
go out.
Yeah. What do you do? Teacher tells the 8-year-old girl to keep a secret from her father. So, for this situation,
Beat that bitch ass. Fuck that.
hold up.
Beat that bitch ass.
Wait a minute, hold up. So, a white teacher in this state.
It ain't even gotta be white that I say beat her ass. Beat that bitch ass.
No,
Anybody.
for the situation, what happened? The white lady, which is the teacher, the child was black, young girl. So, some white boy, or I don't know if it was white boy or white girl, but anyway, they walked up to her and asked her, has she ever seen a black penis? The teacher
The
found
white
out
girl.
about it, had a talk with her, and told her not to tell her father. The father finds out about it, came up to the school, and they blamed it on the father because they said he's not teaching her right.
Now,
Wait a minute. On top of that, the teacher also said to the little girl and the father, if it was that bad of a problem, why she keep hanging around him?
Now, we'll say the principal did respond and say that he is upset
Right.
for the fact that the teacher told the little girl to keep it from her parents and
Right.
that it was not reported to the front office
Not
that
at
the
all.
situation happened. So, with that being said, I think that liability, I mean, he's probably saying that for the statement of the school, but at the end of the day, the liability still remains on that teacher. You have this person in here with kids. How many other incidents has been going on that have been dismissed?
Right.
How many other future rapists
Right.
or
Right.
sick
Right.
children or individual have passed through under the radar
Exactly.
from not being seen?
Because if she telling her not to tell her father, and this situation is big, what else? You feel what I'm saying? Like you said, what else is going on in that school?
Right, you talking about you asked if she's seen a penis.
Right.
Come on, man.
That shit is crazy.
I mean, the father handled it correctly,
Right.
but let it be my daughter. Man, we be like, oh, so have you ever seen a black penis?
Right.
Like, how the fuck does that feel when somebody asks you, have you ever seen a... Fuck if it's black, have you ever seen a penis? It's inappropriate.
First and foremost, why are y'all even talking about penis?
Right.
Elementary school.
It's inappropriate.
Exactly. But I'm excited about this one. This is a good one. If your partner cheated on you and you decide to get a DNA test because shit just don't feel right, but you find out the truth, so you decide to wait till after the child's birthday to present the information as a gift to her because you found out as if it was a gift to you. So you get a DNA test to find out, hey, it's not yours. At the end of the statement, you say, you and your daughter has to leave by the end of the month. So the question that I have is, if that was you, would you stay, work things out, and still help raise this child? Or would you do what he did? Hey, this is not mine, not my responsibility.
Run it back. You had 3 years. What is this, Bobby? You had 3 years. That is your daughter. She loves you.
Man, that video surfaced all over
She
the
was
internet.
washing the dishes. I'm raveling that shit. I'm gonna tell you, dog. At first, before I got to the red paper, I thought it was a ring. Then I was like, when it got unraveled and then it was papers, I was like, oh shit, it's probably divorce papers. Like
Everybody
she
said the
cheated.
same thing.
So
they
then
thought
I
it was
was like-
divorce papers.
Then I was like, hold on. Oh shit. They paternity papers. Then he told her, you got to the end of the month, you and your daughter got to the end of the month to get out of here. She's like, what do you mean? That's your daughter. It's not my daughter. That's not my daughter. You see the papers. That's not my daughter.
Right.
You had 3 years. You had 3 years. I had my daughter. What do you mean I had 3 years? You had 3 years. You got to the end of the month. Take it out. You and your daughter. I can't believe this. Man, I would not take that responsibility. I don't care if it's been 3 years or not. For the fact that you did that shit to me now, you could do that shit to me again.
Yeah.
And
like if a person ever been,
and then not tell me from the beginning.
bless you.
That smoke getting up my nose. To not tell me from the beginning, to give me the opportunity to say if I wanted to raise that or not. You hoodwink me. Like, you trifling, ho.
Yeah.
You got to go. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with the man situation. You know, if it ain't yours, gotta go.
Get the fuck out of here. Man, I salute you, dude, for, cause what if the shit went longer? Like, what if it was the 18th birthday? Like, damn.
Or if you need a blood transfusion or some shit like
Right,
that.
you find out all this time it ain't yours. You know what it reminded me of? It was a twist of the movie Little Red Riding Hood.
Right.
Where basically Little Red Riding Hood, you know the story of Little Red Riding Hood and the wolf.
Yeah.
And how the wolf comes. Oh, what big
Right.
you have with teeth. Alright, so basically Little Red Riding Hood, her father's the wolf. But you don't know that her father's the wolf.
Right.
He starts by killing a girl in town.
Right.
But come to find out, the girl in town was Little Red Riding's sister, his daughter, but no one knows the father's the wolf. At the end of the movie, you find out that the father's the wolf, and the reason he killed the daughter, and he didn't want to kill the daughter, is because Little Red Riding Wolf turns into the wolf. So on her 18th birthday, the father went to go speak to the daughter, and she couldn't understand him as a wolf. So the nigga was like, whoa, so you talking about blood transfusion?
Right,
On a mystical level, this
right.
dude go to talk to his daughter, she can't understand her.
Yeah.
So he like, fuck that bitch, he kill her. Right. So then, you know, his wife cheated on her.
Right.
So then he scarred the wife. Talked to his daughter. The daughter ended up killing him anyway because she thought her boyfriend was the wolf. She didn't know what was going on. But it was some fucked up shit. Like at the end of the day, like, yo, you cheated on me, like for real. Like, what the fuck on? And you try to pass this off as my kid, my seed. Like, fuck out of here, man. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. Why is it so hard to understand this? Number 1, wife. Number 2, children. Number 3, parents. Number 4, everyone else.
Well, because mine's is God, then your wife, then your children, then your parents, and everyone else. And your parents will always understand that you put your wife and your children first because they put you first.
Yeah. I mean, but a lot of times, you know, some people don't understand because they wasn't taught that shit. You know, not knowing.
Man, I feel like you gotta understand when you get a wife, what you building, a foundation. That's your kingdom. That's you wear a crown, she wears a crown. That's your home. That's your foundation. You protect that at all costs.
At all costs.
You are King Arthur. You know that is your whole everything.
That's your castle.
Right. So with that being said, what comes first? You got to protect that home, that castle,
Yeah.
and you build on that.
Yeah, because it's like what I got from it was 2 people building a home from scratch. One on one side of the house, the other on the other side.
Same in the Bible.
Right. You know, y'all putting the foundation together, y'all laying the brick together. But if one side falls, that leads the other side to build the rest of the house by himself. So when you lose sight of that, you know, you end up in that position. So when they tell you when you want to be married, you want to be in a relationship, you build together. You turn from 2 to 1.
But true meaning of marriage, not the paper meaning. Because nowadays, a lot of people don't understand that the paper meaning of marriage ain't nothing but a debt ratio.
That's all it is. A recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
And the main thing about being married, being with that person that's special, you gotta have a connection. You have to have spiritual connection. Because without it, you won't feel that closeness.
We won't.
You know, you gotta take
got to deal with that no more.
Yeah. Like to say, welcome to the family, the new show, Perspectives. It airs live on Sunday at 12 a.m.
Hey, yo, I'm just gonna call you out on that, yo. I'm gonna need you.
What?
I'm gonna need you to get it together. Pronunciate. Just get it up. Just go la 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 la. Pronunciate. But on the other hand, I wanna shout out R.I.P. to Malik B from the Roots. The co-founder dies at 47.
Shout out.
Another black great artist, musician, co-founder, baby.
Showing up. Also, shout out next Saturday, Chop It Up Season 2 will be airing at 9:30. I'm going to say it again. Chop It Up will air at 9:30 next Saturday. Tune in. They are coming back, y'all.
Yeah. About to fuck it up.
Yeah. Any other exciting news? Check out the clothing line. Like I said before, Majestic Behavior.
Hey, man. To all the listeners, tell your mama, your brother, your sister.
Oh my God.
Tell them all. Come listen to them.
There we go.
Hey, look. I know I get y'all wet. Come listen to me.
Follow us on Keith Latix on Instagram.
Yeah.
See y'all.
Chop It Up Saturday.
That is Jay Black.
7 the Slayer. Your mother's favorite.
Y'all have a good night, y'all.
See you. Zoom.